We watched along with you during extensive live coverage on our early evening newscast. As you see here, things escalated quickly on USF's campus. Things have calmed considerably over the last few hours, and tonight, the aftermath. We have two reports, beginning with Fox 13's Jordan Bowen, who was right there when it all went down late this afternoon, just after 5 p.m. Jordan, what's the very latest?
Well, Allie, all is quiet right now on campus. Just a few hours earlier, it was the opposite. Complete chaos behind me here at MLK Plaza. Protests began peacefully this morning, but throughout the day, the school says students were observed bringing in umbrellas, wood shields, and tents. And at one point, they heard students expressing on social media they had planned to use these objects to resist officers. That is when the school deemed the protest it was no longer peaceful. That's when officers moved in and dispersed the crowd using tear gas. Take a look at that moment.
A day that started with peaceful protests on USF's campus ended in chaos when a group of students protesting their support for Palestine refused to leave by the 5 p.m. deadline and were met with tear gas.
I saw people running to the parking garage, being chased, but mostly it was just police tackling the students.
Around 10 o'clock Tuesday morning, about 100 or so people, some of which the school says were not students, came together at MLK Plaza with wood shields, umbrellas, and tents, calling for USF to divest from Israel. Throughout the day, the school says police observed students on social media and in person talking about using the objects to resist arrest. That's when the school determined the protests were no longer peaceful.
Before the situation could escalate any further, chemical agents were released. At that time, USF Police Department, Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office, Tampa Police Department, and the Florida Highway Patrol members began to move in a coordinated manner.
Police gave numerous verbal warnings over the speaker for students to leave. Some did, but many stayed. That's when 100 or so law enforcement personnel in tactical gear used tear gas to disperse the crowd.
We respect, we honor, we cherish the right to free speech out here. We encourage students to exercise free speech, but they have to do so in a safe manner and within the accordance to university policy.
Meanwhile, Governor DeSantis had strong words for protesters, saying this early Tuesday before chaos erupted at USF and people were arrested.
You have a right to say what you want. You have a right to express your opinions. You don't have a right to commandeer the lawn on a university campus. You don't have a right to harass other people. As much as I disagree with their opinions, they have a right to do that, but you don't have a right to commandeer the university. You don't have a right to disrupt, to harass, to intimidate, and do all those other things.
Yeah, and by 6:30 or 7, students had been cleared out of here. That's about the time police and tactical gear also left the area. We know a total of 10 people were arrested. We're not sure yet on how many of those people are students and how many are not, but we do know one of the people who was arrested did have a firearm on him. They said they found it in his waistband when he was being arrested. We asked if this gun was loaded, what kind of gun it was, if he had it legally. Those are all questions we're still working to get answers from the university. That's the latest here